उम्मीदें वासिक है कि आप लोग खैर खैरियत से और खुशबाश होंगे। ये इस वीडियो का पार्ट 3 है। अगर आपने पार्ट 1 और 2 नहीं देखा तो इससे पिछली वीडियोस देखें। मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, कमेंट कीजिए और अपने राय का इजहार कीजिए। आपकी कीमती कदर राय मेरे लिए मशअले राह है।
Decide and resolve to have a wonderful life, to be happy. Happiness is just a decision. No matter what happens, things go wrong, emotions get released, but you come back to being happy. Stop being hard on yourself. Forgive yourself. And then forgive all the people who've harmed us. Forgive them. And they will not let you go deep. You will not be able to meditate if you do not forgive one person in this world. Decide to be a light and free human being. During the course of your day that ruins the lightness of your being. Only focusing on money does that sometimes. Money is essential. Money has to be there. Money is energy. But totally devoting your life to it will ruin you. Decide to have the joy of living the art. Realize that existence is a fact, but living is an art. Experience life. The experience is in the doing, not in the conceptualization, theories. There are a million out there. One can't follow them. There are a million theories and concepts. There are 1 million motivational speakers in the world right now. Millions of them on social media. Who all will you follow? Somebody told me I was flying in a plane in India, and one guy told me that the more the theories you follow and you mix them up, you will get spiritual diarrhea. Everything is good in life, like all foods are good, but we cannot match them. We cannot eat them all together. Certain things have to be eaten in a certain combination. Just like that, spiritual knowledge, they're all beautiful. Each one is more beautiful than the other. Every religion is beautiful and complete. But you can't follow all of them. It's obviously convenient to follow the one that you're born in, because it's convenient for the collective. Otherwise you stand out. Each and every religion. The values of all religions are the same. The symbols and the rituals are different. That's all. They're all saying the same thing in a different packaging, in a different marketing. Realize that truth is one. There is only one God. There is different ways to get to the same space, the same God. Realize this in this moment. There is no my God and your God and their God. It's all one. Different ways to get to the same place.
हैप्पीनेस कोर्स लाहौर में किया था एंड उससे पहले मेरा स्टेटस ये था कि आई यूज़ टू बी कंफ्यूज एंड थिंक ऑन डिफरेंट लेवल्स के रिलीजियस लेवल पे भी था, यूनिवर्सल लेवल पे भी था।
पहले 3 दिन तो हैप्पीनेस कोर्स था एंड मैं एक्साइटेड था।
I'm so happy to have met everybody, to be very honest. I mean, this is more natural now.
Such a long time but मुझे आज ऐसा लगा या इस ट्रिप पे ऐसा लगा कि मैंने आज इनको जाना है।
Course, but I'll say first my thank you to Farida Azad Iqbal because she ignited this fire in me.
पहले मैं इनको देखती थी।
वो क्या कहते हैं, हाँ, कोजे में समुंदर को डालना।
लास्ट दिन जो था उसमें आई हैव टू कन्फेस मेरी ईगो टूटी थी।
And I saw her speaking and it sank into me that oh my God, there is somebody who can talk this thing and who can teach us this thing.
I think the journey of life, the human condition, is something that we rarely address.
इनको हंसते हुए सुन के मैं इनको मिलने चली गई, मैंने झप्पी डाल ली और मैंने कहा आप मिलको मेरी तरह हंसती हैं, आप कौन हैं?
This time I'm just done. बस वो ख़त्म कर दी इंशाल्लाह. So I'm hoping कि next time with the new version, with the giving thing, yeah.
ट्यूसडे की रात थी, मैंने बाबा को कहा मैंने नहीं जाना क्योंकि मुझे डर लगा। रात के 2 बजे आई वाज लाइक मैं जा रही हूँ। मैंने मैसेज किया मुझे 6 बजे उठा देना सुबह।
आज जो मेडिटेशन थी उसमें मैंने सोचा उसमें तुझे क्या चाहिए, अब तू लकड़ी पे भी सो सकती है, अब तू ठंडे पानी से भी नहा सकती है, तो कच्चे बाथरूम में भी तू रह सकती है।
And I want everyone to come here and have the experience that cannot be explained. It can only be experienced. So yes, I will learn, I will bring people, and I will transform. So since the program, I've done a few things. So I've learned to prioritize myself, which I had never done before. Because I was perhaps more interested in pleasing a lot of people in my life.
I remember professor. I did not never wanted to be a teacher and she was the one. Hasan Tafti was here from Australia. मेरा पहला advanced course था and she said कि इसको कहो teacher बन जाए।
छोटे-छोटे तेजियों की तरह बिखरी लेती कसम से ये बिल्कुल हकीकत है कि इसने मुझे एक चीज़ ढूंढ दोबारा बनाया। जिस बात पे मैं खफा हूँ मेरी लाइफ कोई गिला शिकवा किसी से कुछ भी नहीं।
और मैंने कहा कि ये क्या किया शीमा ने, ऐसे रूम्स पूरा इंटीरियर, मतलब आप अंदर आओ इस हवेली में एंड आपके ऊपर जादू चल जाता है।
Second person I'd like to thank is Ali Abbas Jumejo, and this one my spiritual brother Uwais. इसको मैं अपना गुरु मानता हूँ, जो भी सीन है ठीक है, वो बेशक मुझे अपना चेला माने या ना माने, ठीक है।
Every interaction I've had has been very special to me. Just so all of you know, मैं किसी का हर एक बंदे का नाम नहीं ले सकती क्योंकि हर इंसान ने मेरे लिए नए दिमाग में खाना खोला है, दरवाज़ा खोला है।
And the most amazing experience that I think I've had is at the youngsters around. It's been beautiful to see them come out and open up and be part of this. And I think we should encourage that a lot. But thank you so much, like always. And
they all said, I don't even feel like going back. It seems like I feel emotional right now. कि वो जब family को नहीं छोड़ रहे होते, that's the feeling I'm actually.
It's really very comforting to be around like-minded people who have, who've come here with similar intention, and the vibe of this place and the vibe that people create by being together, and it's just amazing. And youngsters were like, I mean, matlab kamal hai.
I regret that. I should have done it. There's always a time. There's always a time. There's always a time. Everything is destined. Everything is destined. There is no coincidence.
I was shocked when you returned after so many years. Then you called me all of a sudden. I was shocked.
Let's all get up and have lunch. And I just want to say, Misbah, that there are so many people who come into my life on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, who come into my life on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis. It's just, one of the reasons why, oh my God, I think I have to say this now, it's just come to me. That the reason I joined this organization was that I went to India. I went to this ashram like a lost woman because I was looking for a mentor. I was looking for somebody that I could inspire me. And there was nobody in Pakistan except for Eidi and Imran Khan. These were my two. Totally inspires me. He's inspired me all my life. With the mistakes, without the mistakes, whatever it is, the guy is consistent. And the bottom line of everything in life is consistency. So I went like a mad woman. I arrived in this Hindu ashram and I didn't know what the hell are these people. They were roaming around in white clothes, smiling faces, and har koi khush khushal. And there I was, this miserable woman from parties in Islamabad, the social scene of Islamabad, the same people, repetitive, nothing changed. And I just arrived in this place where there is limitless people from all over the world. And I'll never forget, I arrived and there were thousands of people around Guruji, Sri Ravi Shankar, and he goes, and you, Shahnaz from Pakistan. And when he said that, I was blown away. And in that moment I said, I want to be like this man. He gives attention to everybody and that Imran Khan lacks. He didn't have that ability. He didn't have that ability to give attention to every human being. And that's why and I was shocked. Ye kis tarah ka aadmi hai? Anybody and everybody, from the richest to, he is one of the most inspiring people, and that is why I have devoted my life to his cause. Because he's the only man on planet Earth that has taken all religions under the one umbrella. He's converting nobody. He's just bonding everybody with love and hope. That's all he does.
What place was this?
This was Bangalore. Bangalore, Indian. The weather is like this always in Bangalore, like this. Today it's reminding me of the ashram so much. Because of pitch wali garmi, and what's it called? I remember we used to be cleaning the toilets there. We upper class. I was very much upper class. I am upper. I was married to a CEO at that time of a technology company with offices in America. I had lived the high American life, and I arrived, and from Beverly Hills and all that, I was not happy. I had the convertible, I had the open BMW, I had all it takes in the American dream. All the specs of the American dream I possessed, but I was a miserable soul. I mean, anybody would give their left arm to the lifestyle that I led in America. I mean, maids would come in to clean. Nobody can afford a maid in America. Once a week, and I had the perfect bedroom that overlooked the most beautiful scene, the sunrise would, but I lacked, didn't have a connection with my partner at that time. I didn't have intimacy with him for some reason. And I was at the prime of my life, of womanhood. And I was in the marriage just because my children, and I wish this had because I had nowhere to go and my children had to get educated. And pata nahi kyun kehte hain upper class कि they have to go abroad. So I was obsessed that my daughter has to go to a college abroad and my son has to go abroad. Now to मैं कहती हूँ लानत है to the Western world, and I mean it. And I am so glad that I gave up my wretched American passport. I gave it up and I threw it on their face and said, I would rather die in Pakistan in a mud room than go abroad when everything is halat. Kar rahe na? Aajkal people are thinking, halat kharaab hai, to mulk se niklo. Wali bullshit. It is such an illusion, the Western world. It is sickening. Sickening place. And we people are so much more evolved. We have 5,000 years of genetic code in us. हमारी क्या हिस्ट्री, हमारी क्या कॉम्बिनेशंस हैं, क्या क्या चीज़ें हमारी जेनेटिक कोड ने देखी है. We are so much superior. So then I went to this thing and so now Guruji was supposed to, so now I wanted, because the technique changed my life, so I wanted to see the man who's produced the technique, so I used to be constantly now I'm living in America and he's coming, kabhi Lake Tahoe pe aa raha hota tha, kabhi kidhar ja raha hota tha, kabhi kidhar aa raha hota tha, $1,200, $2,000, and I wouldn't have it. I didn't want to ask my husband at that time, na? And I couldn't afford going to see him everywhere, And then one day he was coming to Beverly Hills, to a home in Beverly Hills. So I make a friend of this crazy eccentric woman called Dwara Adler. I mean, just a crazy woman. I'd met her somewhere, in the supermarket or something. And she says, I'm also out of living, Shri Ravi. So we got along like a house on fire, in Ohio. And one day I hear that he's coming to a house in Beverly. You take me. So she thought I'm a Hindu woman with a devoted husband. I was married to this crazy Pakistani who would not, he's a CEO. He would never drive me to Beverly Hills. For God's sake, it was too below him. He had staff for the purpose. So I can't tell this woman, please take me. I was ashamed, and so I went to my husband and I said, can I go? Can I take the car? He says, you don't have an American license. Tum mar jaogi. They'll catch you on the road. So I couldn't go to meet him in the Beverly Hills. And my husband said something very nice at that time. He says, yaar, tum kya usko milogi Beverly Hills ke ek ghar mein 5 minute ke liye? Tum jao ashram aur sahi tarike se usko milo. And that's when I went. This was 2005. And I went to the ashram, and at those days it was a 21-day, you did a course, a teacher's training, then you came back, you did service, which we are telling you today, which you will start doing, and then you go back to the ashram, and then you become a teacher. So when I entered, that's how he treated me. And then just before going to bed, so I got one-on-one time with him, thousands of people, and he goes, are you happy? And I said, kya sawal hai yaar? What the hell does he mean? Are you happy? What a useless sawal. Because nobody ever asks, are you happy? What the hell does he mean by this? And I was pretty disgusted. I said, theek hai. And that was the day. And then the teacher's training is, and I will it upon you, you wretched lot have to do it. No. We're going to make you do it in Turkey or in Croatia or in not Dubai. Okay. But somewhere in the world you'll do it. But it was the most fascinating course of my life. It was mind-altering, everything altering. Absolutely fascinating course. You just have to do it even if you don't become a teacher. And abhi aap log kar lo, then when it works out, when India, Pakistan becomes okay, then you all have to experience the ashram, because unbelievable. I still remember those days every night when I sleep. How they crack your code, how they crack you open, what's it called? You are made to sleep in a tiny little bed, 5 women in a room. Usse pehle we were treated like royalty because we went to something called a women's conference, which was you're given everything is, you're given the whole 9 yards of the, 5-star comfort. And then we thought, ki jo teacher banne hai to aur bhi comforts honge. When we went there was nothing. So 5 people sharing a room, itna sa bed, you put the box underneath and you only have space to take the box out, take the clothes out and push it back in because there's no place to stand. And I'll never forget, we Pakistanis are so spoiled. I came from a huge fancy home and to adjust to that tiny bed and that 5 women in that room was like, you know. And then every time I went back to the ashram, I shed something else and I shed something else and I shed something else. And each time I went back there, I knew I'm progressing. You know you are progressing on the path जिस तरह अभी आपने बात की. जब आपको वो नहीं चाहिए और फिर वो नहीं चाहिए और फिर वो नहीं चाहिए. I used to give myself tests. 4 o'clock in the morning, ठंडे पानी से नहाना. Never in my life. I used to steam the bucket. I had to put eucalyptus oil into it, darling. I was living the high Californian lifestyle, darling. I mean, hello, if the eucalyptus oil was not in the steaming water और उसकी खुशबू बाथरूम में नहीं निकलती थी. You know, oh my God. And where Fatma is right now, you know. She still wants to make the money. She still wants to make the big home.
Got to pay my own bills.
Oh, darling, you can.
A man to pay my bills.
Yeah. So you can still. You don't have to have tons of it, darling.
I need enough for it.
So let's.
I like to travel.
You see her cockiness? Have you seen her cockiness? And she's on a spiritual journey, darlings. She'll pay for the spirituality everywhere. Everywhere she goes, she'll get it.
I have to pay for this retreat. I have to pay for all the other retreats.
Yeah, but just notice the cockiness.
I have a question. Like we say, we don't want man to do this. I don't want a man to buy me a bag, for example. Is it a kind of ego within us?
Kind of, but like, whatever.
He is giving you.
If he's good, then you accept it.
Be dependent.
We should not be dependent on everything. Acha ji, where was I? Where was I? Hurry up, let's finish. Where was I? Before I snipped at Fatma.
Eucalyptus oil cinema.
Shedding down.
So then at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'll never forget waking up in the ashram, a bit like Berry nahi hai. And I had my cold water bath at 4 in the morning. And when I did it, and it was cold, and I said, oh my, I crossed one hurdle. So the minute you test yourself and you cross the hurdle, you respect yourself. From that day on, I never looked back. I always had cold water baths. Now I have cold water baths in an open bathroom in a winter morning, never looking back. So whichever hurdle you cross, you never go back. And you know that you are progressing with these tiny things. You know, we overlook the tiny things and we intellectualize spirituality and it's the real deal. And I learnt my spirituality complete after Shri Shri with my Pathans that I live with. They are my ultimate teachers. Acha ji, to where was I? Huh? And now because meri ghutti to hai na Pathan. Where to end? I don't know. It's the first time that Zahir is recording. I mean, everybody asks me to. I don't know where to start, where to end. It's just too much. फिल्म तो ज़रूरी बनेगी पता नहीं कब बनेगी
Only निशान जैसी होगी जिसकी कोई वीडियो खुद ही करेगी
Just keep talking your recording. Then Fatma will write a book and make lots of money.
We have a plan.
क्या कह रही है हाँ
Book and make money. That's a good idea.
That's a good one. I swear. It's a... Acha ji. So now, yes, that you have in the spiritual journey, it is crossing the hurdles, getting rid of one thing from your life. And then you feel so free कि यार इसके बगैर तो मैं कर सकती हूँ, इसके बगैर तो मैं जिंदा हूँ, इसके बगैर तो मैं जिंदा हूँ. It's just such a freeing feeling, and the purpose of life is freedom. Trust me, not love. More than love is freedom. Detachment from every, it is freedom. Yeah. It's just to be free of your own thoughts, your own feelings. All of these things. And my Pathans have taught me. I swear upon God, I've learnt everything from these guys. And at this point, aren't we bringing them? Let's bring them, and let's do. या उधर ही करते हैं. अभी करते हैं. Acha, so at 8 sharp, they come and we start working. If it wasn't for them, I would have died. Because they're so beautiful, they come and then everybody's in a good mood all the time.
Yeah, very nice.
So guess what? You educated lot, I have given up. No, I swear upon God. I just like to meet you people in courses. I swear upon, I'm being very honest.
As she said,
and I do not like to meet people anymore because you guys are all useless. Bag of problems. No, I'm not joking. Course mein milo, otherwise I'm happy without you people. And the only people now I've decided, by the way, after this course, I'm going to let in jo kaam karega. Otherwise, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If you have something to contribute, come and talk to me. Otherwise, don't talk to me. If you want to still complain and all that on the phone, but no one-on-one time, and even phone has to be minimized. And all of you who are becoming, what do you call it, healers, please can you take charge of people. I have to send people one-on-one ke liye. You know, I'm not a counselor, but I just do it naturally. To live your life on a commitment, you have to have purpose, otherwise you'll go mad in this stimulating world. So no, in this crazy world in which we are living right now, if you don't have a purpose to wake up to, you've had it. And people who, you are very lucky because you are awakened. And now there are going to be two kinds of people as the robots increase and everything. So there's going to be a very, very high-tech world with robots and the whole 9 yards, or you have to go back and live like this. Simply and lovely and nature and connected and real food and authenticity and none of this refined and modern rubbish that we've been given and to swallow. ठीक है ना जी? And that's it. And so please, commitment and purpose and have a dream.
तो यहाँ पे आके आप ये प्लेस विज़िट कर सकते हैं और अपनी लाइफ को कैसे आप एंजॉय कर सकते हैं, ये सारा कुछ आप यहाँ सीख सकते हैं। और ये सारा कुछ सीखने के बाद आप जाएं और लाइफ में चिल मारें। सो मिलते हैं फिर किसी नेक्स्ट व्लॉग में, किसी नेक्स्ट वीडियो में। तब तक के लिए टेक केयर। ज़िंदगी की तलख तरीन रात से निकलकर खुशी की सुबह रोशन में कदम रखते हुए ये लोग जैसे एक दूसरे से आहद कर रहे हों कि हम नहीं लौटेंगे माजी की उन तारीकियों में, हम नहीं लौटेंगे दियारे गैर की उस दहलीज पर जहां खुशी की शम्मा जलाए न जलती हो, हम नहीं लौटेंगे उन नाकदर आशनाओं की तरफ, हम नहीं लौटेंगे। गोया कि आज आहद कर रहे हों कि हम खुश हैं, खुश रहेंगे और खुशियां बांटेंगे। मैं जिंदगी का साथ निभाता चला गया, हर फिक्र को धुएं में उड़ाता चला गया। बर्बादियों का सोग मनाना फजूल था, बर्बादियों का जश्न मनाता चला गया। जो मिल गया उसी को मुकद्दर समझ लिया, जो खो गया मैं उसको भुलाता चला गया। गम और खुशी में फ़र्क महसूस ना हो जहां, दिल को मैं उस मुकाम पे लाता चला गया। इसी के साथ ही मेरे चैनल को सब्सक्राइब कीजिए, लाइक कीजिए और अपने कमेंट्स दीजिए। आपकी राय मेरे लिए काबिल कदर और मशअले राह है।